Hello, everybody. It's the coach. This is Madden 20 on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got what should be a good one between the New York Giants and the Washington Redskins. I'll be back with you again with scores around the league at halftime. But kickoff right around the corner. And standing by to call the action, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, thank you. We are technically 5 miles east of Washington, D.C. That's where the home of the Washington Redskins resides, FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Giants and the Washington Redskins. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, we look at this Redskin team as they enter play here. The losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Giants, it's late in the year. We all know it. We've seen the calendar for these guys. Their bodies could probably use a break, but they have to push on.
And they're really not as worried about that as maybe we think. They know they've got the entire offseason to rest. All they care about is the game in front of them and finishing strong.
The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. This one taken from the 7. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. So out comes the Redskins offense now onto the field. And they'll be let out by the man running the show, Charles, their quarterback.
It's pretty much become the norm when we see guys come out before a game and go through the route tree with their receivers. I thought it was exciting for us to see the exact same thing happen in practice.
He's so meticulous, isn't he?
He really is, and that tells me it's not just a one-time-a-week thing. They work on it all the time, trying to hone that fine edge. They want to see if they can get in sync and stay in sync in this one.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Good coverage that time by the linebacker, Deion Jones. And this O-line, it is the lifeblood of the offense.
They establish the tone. Mean, nasty, physical. They can't wait to get after people. That allows the rest of the offense to feel confident.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. An early task, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Now they try the right side here. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
They run on first down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Time to look at the defensive starters for the New York Giants. They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
I jotted down in my notes in prepping for this game that this is definitely an area we got to keep an eye on because you talk about where they rank in stopping the run. Well, how about what they're facing? This unit loves to run the football, and they rank highly in the league in getting it done.
Yeah, power against power. Something's got to give. He'll get 3 up to midfield. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Good coverage that time by the linebacker, Deion Jones.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. And a look here at their go-to guy under center.
And what I enjoyed in preparing for this game was talking not just with the coaching staff, but with him as well. And I found it interesting that the coaching staff sees him one way and he sees himself an entirely different way.
Yeah, one thing he said he's always working on, we know he's not bad at this, but his footwork, always wants to improve that, and that's something he's going to focus on here.
And what was so funny, what the offensive coordinator said right off the top, he's got great footwork. Love his footwork. So this guy is never satisfied.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Gets this one to Hill. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. And the big boys up front in the trenches. What do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
He'll look to throw. He dumps it off to Barkley. And to the 49-yard line, but no further. And obviously, he is well short of the 1st.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do? Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Dexter Lawrence in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. After the sack here, 2nd and 11. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. That's what they needed. It's an 8-yard gain, and now 3rd and 4 suddenly doesn't look so bad. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
Let's go, boys, let's go!
As the Giants head back out there, let's take a look at the playoff picture in the NFC. And with the final fortnight of games upon us, teams jockeying for position. Some of these games really starting to take enormous importance, as they always do this time of year.
I like how you use fortnight.
Well, you're impressed, aren't you?
I am impressed. That
Thank
means
you.
2 weeks, if I'm not mistaken, correct?
That does.
But how about exactly what you're talking about? Going down the stretch, how much importance is placed on these games. Look, everyone talks about every game's important. When you get to this time of year, maybe that importance gets quadrupled. And that's where we are right now, to see who can make their last run, their last push to get into the playoffs.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. And now a fumble. The ball's out, and the Redskins scoop it. There he goes left side. And he gets it back into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery leading to a Washington touchdown. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score, and a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
He'll be singing in the shower post-game. Now the try here for the point after. It's good, and the Redskins take a 7-0 lead. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now out come the Giants. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now, and I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
Now Saquon Barkley. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
Let's go, let's go!
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 25 carries, 101 yards.
And they've got a nice scheme going right now, and they run the football pretty well. In fact, I was talking with him on the field before the game, and he said he's starting to hear from the guys ahead of him on the rushing yardage total, and they want to know if he's going to jump up there and join them at the top of the list.
And this is Shepard on the catch. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. It's hauled in by Shepard. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. They'll set up a throw. Finds his tight end Ingram. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a gain of 11 and a giant first down. This quarterback now 8 of 8 throwing the ball in this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. Barkley. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Hey, watch his flat, watch his flat. Watch his flat.
He'll drop to throw. And Ingram hauls it in. And now for him on the season, that is his 80th catch, and the result is a first down.
And that one was a lot of fun right there, because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. A good display of footwork. It gets him just inside the 5 to the 4. That's good for a gain of 6. 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. 2nd and 4. Open man here is Scott, complete. Not able to get a single yard there, and it'll bring up 3rd down. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. From 4 yards out, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route ordinarily is probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. Rosas good with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Out comes the Redskin offense now as they get set to begin another possession. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
Let's go. Watch out, watch out, watch out.
Off the play fake, Williams. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. On second down, this is Harris. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
Single, that's single slot.
Now Williams off the play fake. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket.
That's it, baby. We're going to work.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. 2nd and 5. That one complete to Hill. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 3 catches now this afternoon, the same number he had all of last week. Also, it's a first down. These two teams all tied after 1.
Check 50.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. A quick throw. Here's Shepard. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. On second down, here's Barkley. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On the run, it's Barkley. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Here we go on 2nd and 12. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Being chased out left. He may try and run for this. And just shedding him off there.
Let's go, baby.
First down, New York.
Watch the flag.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. 2nd and 10. Flush to his right. He'll run it. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Another try for Barkley, and he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down, so let's see what this is about. So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement, and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it back together and find their way back to the end zone?
They get 5 on the run, but it leaves them with a tough 3rd and goal forthcoming. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Good contain. No gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down.
I know you've got a baseball background. right?
A little bit. Started minor league ball.
Yeah, you did some of that, right? What do they do when they do the signals? An indicator, right?
Tells you whether it goes or not, yeah.
Yeah, whether the play's on or not. How about the indicators offensive linemen give when they're getting ready to run a screen pass? And if those get red, well, we just saw that there, didn't we?
No gain.
No gain. Deciphered it and finished the play off.
So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. And for him, it's been pretty limited involvement down on the scoreboard. Maybe time to turn to this guy.
And you know me well. Winning games to me means starting with the running game and continuing to press the running game. Maybe you go away from him a little bit now, but the bottom line is he hasn't touched it enough to make a difference.
Well, they haven't established that running game yet. The question is, will they? Now this is Callaway on the receiving end. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A Redskin first down. The pickup 15 yards.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Now they'll run it on the toss. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Second and 7 at the 43-yard line.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll just get back to the line of scrimmage, if that. And with a flag on the field. And that one looks to be in the area where someone was held. That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block, it'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty. But it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
Here's a throw dropped off to his fullback. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. Williams now. Off play action. He's going to loft one deep. It's caught inside the 25.
Holding offense.
So a holding penalty, and that'll send him backwards.
You know they're trying not to do that. I mean, we know that, right? We talk to them all the time. But sometimes the defensive guys just put you in awkward situations, and you get caught grabbing their jerseys.
And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, that's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. And he's been fun to watch run the football. We know he can pass, but using his legs effectively here in this one.
No doubt about it. Watch him maneuver in the pocket, out of the pocket, making the plays that he's making, which are breaking down the defense. I thought back to when we had our morning jog before the game, and I couldn't keep up with you. Those legs, they're valuable for his team.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 10 yards, good for a Giant first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. 2nd and 9 now. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12. They go play action here on first down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll drop to throw. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked.
That's how we do it, baby.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Deron Payne. What a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. A run there on first down gets 3 up to the 28.
Offense.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Going to run the toss here to Harris. That's a gain of 6 on the first down run. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Here's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Looking to throw. Williams. And he slings one that's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Williams to throw again. Washington's got him. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. Past the 20.
What's my name?
You punk. Single, slot. Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island. You just watch 88 over there. Just watch 88. I got tight left.
The pass on first down. Complete.
Three. I hope you got your luck, 'cause I'm about to take you to school.
The 13-yard line.
Mike 3. Let's go.
Yeah, let's go sack lunch.
Mike 3. Combo. Got it. Last stop.
Intended for Saquon Barkley. Incomplete. It's 4th down. The field goal is good. Makes the score Giants 16. 7. The Redskins take over first and
Let's go.
10 at their own 25-yard line.
Hey, let's get in them holes. Let it go.
Yo. Yes, hold on. From me. 57's the mic. Watch 57.
Go, Captain. You got this.
Williams pass. Intended for Antonio Callaway. Incomplete.
Cut his left. Cut his left.
Brings up
4 down. 4
third
down.
and
Check.
5.
4 down. Check up.
Williams pass.
That's it, baby.
Complete to Antonio Callaway. Press way in punt formation for the Redskins. The Giants take
Let's
over
go.
first
Let's go.
and
Let's
10
go.
at their own 17-yard line.
Mike 3.
Here it comes. Here it comes.
Check safety.
Saquon Barkley, the Giants.
Boom.
Landon Collins made the tackle.
57. Mike, 57.
It's a gain of 5.
Right.
Brings up second and 5 at the
Now let's get
23-yard line.
Yeah, baby.
The end of the first half with the score Giants 16, Redskins 7. The Giants take over.
We played to win. Let's go.
28-yard line.
Watch a slant. Watch a slant. Watch a slant.
The first down pass.
57's Mike. Mike 57.
Hey, come on, now. Come on, now.
Brings up second and 2 at the 36-yard line. The screen pass. Complete to number 80. No layup to play. Third down.
They're coming.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Go, boys. Bring it up. 3 down. 3 down. 3 down.
Oh, yeah.
He was taken down behind the line of scrimmage. The tackle made back to the
Hey, here I come. Here I come. Here I come. Here I come.
The
That's where he
second down
belongs.
pass. Complete to Sterling Shepard. A gain of 9 brings up
57
third
Mike.
down.
All day, baby. All day.
The screen pass. Intended for Saquon Barkley. Incomplete. Aldrich Rosas on for the field goal. A 59-yard attempt. His kick is good. Makes the score Giants 19, Redskins 7. Aldrich Rosas to kick off for the Giants. The Redskins
All
take
day,
over
baby,
first
let's
and
go.
10 at their own 25-yard line.
Nice number one.
I got you. I got you.
Let's go.
Damian Harris, the ball carrier. A 2-yard loss brings up 3rd down and 12.
57's Mike.
It's a gain of 20.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
Washington Redskins, first down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Watch one. Watch one. Ready, go. Ricky. Check 31. Check 31. Your trip is here, baby. Your trip is here.
The tackle made back at the 48-yard line.
Set up. Cut. Cut. Set. Go. Set up. Crash.
Damian Harris, the ball carrier. Dalvin Tomlinson on the tackle.
So Mike's number one. Mike's number one.
That's a gain of
Coming
2.
there.
Brings up 3rd and 12.
There we go.
It's a gain of 23 yards.
Kill.
Washington Redskins.
Hey, turn it up.
First down.
Go, let's go.
Washington Redskins. First down.
6-man.
First and goal.
Check curls, check curls, check curls.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Damian Harris, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. So a nice touchdown pass for the rookie there. And, you know, as they go down the stretch, look, they're not a playoff team. This is just confidence building and growth time for him, right?
Yeah, it's a game within the game, isn't it? Because every team wants to win all games on their schedule. But the development of this rookie quarterback is paramount for this team. So you're exactly right. Every rep, doesn't matter what the game, what the situation, what the score, valuable for him, valuable for his team as they look towards next year.
This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. And, oh, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down.
Defense.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Sterling Shepard, but it's going to be second down. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. They'll run with Barkley. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Back to throw. Open man right side is Ingram. Oh, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
Let's go, let's go. Watch the ship, watch the ship.
Off play action. Williams completes it to Aguilar. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The Redskins have the first down on a pickup of 18. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Now a handoff here to his running back. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 45-yard line. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started, 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Williams off the play fake. It's brought in by Harris. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll make it second down. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. And to give this time to the tailback. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down.
Check 26, check 26.
Now Williams on 1st and 10. It's caught by Aguilar. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. False start there. That will set the offense back 5 yards.
Brandon, the lineman, certainly flinched there before the snap. A good call.
It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd. Now after the false start, here's 2nd and 7. Williams now. From the gun, he'll throw. That's taken in by Callaway. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a first down.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Williams. And he will score. Touchdown, Washington. It's their quarterback. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Redskins are going to retake the lead. They've already been on record as saying, hey, if our rookie quarterback's going to tuck it and run on a scramble, we kind of hold our breath. Well, that was a maybe no, yes, as he's able to get into the end zone.
Are you saying he's got to learn where the line is about whether you keep your eyes downfield and try and find a receiver, or you tuck it and go? And I think there's going to be some growing pains with that. I think in this case, he made the right decision.
And we know he's got the speed. He showed it there. And this will be caught as they convert here for 2. So they make the decision. They want a 3-point lead versus a 2-point lead, and they got it.
Yeah, at this stage of the game, it seems like the exact right thing to do. Put a little pressure on your defense, but the biggest thing now is you're making the other team chase you.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Now on the return here, we've got an injured player down there. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
2nd and 15. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Strong safety Landon Collins, the one who got a hand in there, knocked it away. He'll look to throw. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Here's Logan Cook now as he's on to punt for New York. And that is going to do it. for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Here's Logan Cook now as he's on to punt for New York. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. Out comes the Washington offense as we get a look at the playoff race in the NFC. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And who's got it? The Giants.
Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit, because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the fourth, a costly turnover. New York set to take the field. They were forced to punt last time. Now, I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot, great opportunity to run your full playbook. If they want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it.
Turnover. That's what other way. Let's go.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. Tackles.
They'll run it now out of the gun. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7. The Redskins on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is 3rd and 7. And he's got this one complete to Callaway. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. That'll put him at 66 receiving yards now for the game, and he's got a first down. Here's Williams on first down, sliding out of the pocket. He's going to take off with it. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Off the play fake. Williams under a heavy rush, and down he goes. In for the sack, Deion Jones.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
New York set to take the field, and they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And he's going to lose yardage here, back to his own 18. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. The last catch took him 2 yards in the wrong direction, so now what can they do on 3rd? On play action, they'll throw. He'll buy some time right. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. And those numbers, they kind of tell the story of his game so far. Started off not so hot. Now he's really heated up.
And remember, he signed up for duty as the guy who leads the team, right? The field general, the signal caller. So when things go rocky early, He can't just exit out and ask someone else to pick things up. He's got to do it himself, and that's what he's done here in this game.
That's on Marquise Pouncey, the former Florida Gator. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. They run the counter. Harris. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags.
Defense.
Trailing in the 4th, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Now we've got whistles here before the snap. Was this on the Redskins? I think so. And that'll set them back 5. Now after the false start, here's 2nd and 7. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and they're going to have a 3rd down. Williams on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, helped force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete.
Let's go. Let's do this.
And the Giants ready to come out now. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Finds his tight end Ingram. Give him 18 there, and the Giants have a 1st down.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Back to throw now on 1st down. And his throw here's incomplete. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there. Single receiver.
They'll set up to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Deron Payne. He continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give the Redskins 13 there and a 1st down. A pair of 1st downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now Williams to throw on 2nd down. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. Touchdown, Washington. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. They have to love seeing that from their young quarterback here in the 4th quarter, able to further that lead with a touchdown pass.
He didn't go turtle, did he? And you know what I mean by that. I had an old coach used to say all the time, hey, when we have a lead late, don't just tuck in and try and ride it out. Go out and play and extend the lead. And that's what he did.
Now the try here for the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. That drive goes 80 yards in 6 plays. And the result, a touchdown for Washington. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. New York set to take the field. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. He is going to find Hill here. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. Now he'll pull it down. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. On the draw, this is Barkley. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. It's hauled in by Shepard. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back.
Ready. 3. I got one.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by the former Giant, Landon Collins.
Well, you're trailing. It's the 4th quarter, and you've got to throw the football. But the defense knows this, too. So they're just going to sit back, bring in an extra defensive back or 2, the old nickel or dime strategy, Brandon, and wait for you to put that bad boy up for grabs. And this one winds up being intercepted.
And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away. Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Now a handoff looking right. And he's going to take this down to about the 17. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. So they come up on 2nd down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing. That ball's caught. Aguilar right side. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively.
Hey, we got 4. We got 4 down.
And he'll give it here to his running back. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And his kick here is good. And that will stretch the lead up to 13. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
I got you.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards and a Giant first down.
That's what I do.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Clock rolling as the Giants will hurry to the line. He'll look to throw. Gets this one to Hill. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A gain there of 21 yards. This is Barkley. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 10 yards, good for a Giant first down. They're going to look to throw. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. It was Teron Johnson that time who had that play covered from the start. 2nd and 10. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. Tight end Irv Smith, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Redskins defense going to take over on the turnover on downs. So a victory here for the Washington Redskins. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for the Redskins, a win will come too late to save a losing season, but they do move to 6-9 on the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Giants, they'll be guaranteed a finish of no better than 500 as they drop to 7-8. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head to Dallas to take on the Cowboys. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.